Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the stream, where we are going to be continuing our F1 2017 career. So, yes, today we will be doing the practice and qualifying of the China GP, hopefully. Keyword is hopefully. So, yeah, let's just hop right into this. Let's see what we can do. So, how's everybody's night going? Alright, that's good. So, yes, you might have realized that we didn't have the Car Mechanic Simulator stream before. I just realized that it isn't really having the views. I might record videos on it instead. Practice 1, China GP. Alright, so just a second, guys. One thing that I do want to do race settings. No, not in there. I was hoping that we could get, actually, while we're here, enable subtitles. There it is. English. And we are going to turn that up a bit, just to see. If it's too loud now, you guys will have to tell me. But right, yes. With that out of the way, let's go with that, let's go with that, then we are going to drive it. If that's now too loud, the audio, please tell me. I can adjust it. You might have also realized that there's some graphical adjustments. That's because, like, I wasn't getting the frames that I wanted. So instead of adjusting like anything major, I did adjust like the reflection and ground detail and everything. So when I just did a benchmark on it without streaming, I was getting around 60 frames per second. So hopefully it'll stay approximately there throughout this stream. Hopefully. Here. I gotta get reaccustomed to this track, seeing that I haven't driven it in a while. I am enjoying this car though, even though it's not the quickest, still not terrible. Let's get the DRS testing. Apparently we got a top speed team objective done, which is good. Yeah, let's get going. Oh. My hand slipped off the controller, so I had to slow down there. At least I'm getting the rest of these corners relatively okay. I'm actually nailing a lot of these corners. And we're getting a lot of perfects. And it's not about being fast on these laps, it's just about hitting the markers. DRS. Perfect. Go. Oh, missed that. Come on, let's go. Push, push, push. There we go. We've chained a lot of perfects together. There we go, and there's our perfect. Which means we really don't need to try on this lap. We already got our perfect. We do have to keep in mind our engine wear and everything. Oh, way out there. It would be amazing if we could still get it good on this lap. This is pretty good at the moment. Right, we're going to go ahead and pit in this lap. Hello, Hulkenberg. Got it, boss. I'm pinning this lap. Don't worry. And that'll probably be that for practice 1. We don't want to put too much laps on our engine, because then it's just going to kill it, right? So, and that's one thing we don't want. We don't want our engine to die on us. I'm aware. Let's go and see what we can do. We should be banking tons of resource points off this session, which is good. Go. If you guys excuse me for a couple seconds, I'm just going to take off my sweater. So sorry if you guys hear like ruffling. Ah, my teammate just pitted in ahead of me. Magical popping pit crews. Alright. There we go. Back before anything important's happening. Then, there we go. Just a second, guys. Just have to put my glasses on. So we made 60 resource points out of that. And if we go over... team objectives, so low fuel, informed strategy, and fast sector 2. Alright. Alrighty, so timings. Right now I'm sitting in 4th with my teammate sitting down in like 14th. He's yet to complete a lap. So we're just going to fast forward because we don't need... It'll be interesting to see how far we fall down. This isn't terrible, 9th place at the moment. Fernando Alonso just came in and is now 1 position ahead of me. Oh, my dog saw something or got scared. One of the two. Could have been both. So yeah, Vettel, Hamilton, and Bottas round out the top 3 right now. But seeing that a couple of the people are on softs, like Hamilton and Bottas are on mediums, so they're going to be... But a couple of people are on soft, so that gives me good. That bodes well for us. Hopefully. Hopefully. Alright. Loading. Come on, load quicker. 724. Alright, there we go. So let's see how many resource points we got off of this. 83. So we're up to 964. Can we possibly do R&D tree. Alright, so yes, we can do stuff for... So we could upgrade a couple of those, which would be nice. So what's wearing the quickest on our vehicle at the moment? So right now that's at 28, that's at 24, 23, 21, 23, 14. What's our gearbox at? 18. So right now it would be either motor generator unit kinetic or internal combustion engine. So I think we're going to go with the internal combustion engine. Alrighty. So now let's head out to practice 2. See what we can do. Hopefully we can do something half decent. We gotta skip that because that's what got us copyrighted last time, so. Ah, nice. It's raining. Wonderful. Well, let's get out here and let's do a qualifying pace on wets. And we'll drive it. Yep, I'm aware that the track is wet. I am well aware. Oh, this is going to be wonderful for frames. Absolutely wonderful. So I'm sorry guys if frames take a hit here. Not much I can do really. Got it. Got it, boss. Right. Let's see what we can do. This is kind of ridiculous right now. Our car is not exactly settled. And by not exactly, I mean not at all. We just slid going into that corner. There's nothing we could do about it. And DRS isn't available because, well, we're in the rain. Raikkonen, get out of my way. Good news is we're already a good bit above our time. How the heck do you expect me to cool down my stinking tires? Especially in the rain. When I'm trying to race. There's not much standing water I can find on a racetrack. Yeah, Palmer doesn't seem very quick around any of these tracks. Maybe his car is really going to come out when we come to like Monaco or something. But I don't think so because he's not particularly fast around the corners. Is it the straights where he pulls? Seems like it is, but not by much. Not enough to make a difference. Oh, I'm sorry for the lag, guys. I don't like this lag as much, like, anywhere near as much as you guys do. There we go. They're targeting around 15th. That's if we end up qualifying in the rain, which we aren't going to. Feels like we've lost like all grip in these tires. No, they're still good. Yep, I know. That's why I'm coming around and pitting in this lap. I don't want to run this car any more than I have to. Actually. Especially with the durability down as low as it is. Because it's going to suck. Ah, he's behind me at the moment. That is good. I'm still the quickest around the track at the moment. We could get like another 0.5 seconds up on our time, but we aren't going to bother. There we go. And let's bring it back down into the pits. In the pouring rain. Because that's so wonderful. Alright, boys, come on, get me out of the rain. Thank you, guys, for getting me out of the rain. Rain is definitely not pleasant. Alrighty. Tires are getting heated up. So let's go in here. Alrighty. So right now, like, I'm a while ahead of everybody else in terms of lap time. Oh no, now I'm getting pushed down by Kimi Räikkönen. Oh, and Danny Ricciardo is now ahead of me. And Valtteri Bottas and Lewis Hamilton. I was kind of expecting that though. And Sebastian Vettel. Because, like, I'm only in a McLaren. So right now, sitting ahead of Verstappen, Ocon, Grosjean, Kvyat, all of them is pretty good at the moment. So after practice 2, I finished off in 7th with Fernando down in 13th. Alright, so let's advance again. And loading, loading, loading. Alright, come on. Let's finish loading. I don't have all day, you know. Alrighty. There we go. 76 resource points. We're up to 540. Which means quickly I'm going to go over here. And what needs it next most? 27% for the motor unit kinetic. So let's see if we can develop that. That'll be ready for Bahrain. Alright, now let's go to practice 3. Let's go to practice 3. See what we can get done. Oh, yes, we can't see that because that ends up with us being copyrighted. Alright, so let's go and run a race strategy on intermediates. Let's drive out. Alrighty, we're ready. Let's see what we can do, boys. So yes, it is like drizzling at the moment. So we will see what we can do. Very good. Fuel mix is on standard. Our tires are still pretty cold, so we got to keep that in mind. Running a bit wide through there. Had to ease off the throttle halfway through the corner. Cut too close through there. Oh, that was just the rear end slipped out and there's nothing I could do. We lost traction and that was that. Granted, I probably shouldn't be driving this foot down, but see what we can do. Hard braking into the hairpin. Oh, we weren't able to get stopped completely there. Alrighty. We're able to keep it going pretty well through there. We are now up a second on the desired race time, which is good. Very good. Hard on the brakes. On that corner, no problem. On this corner, minimal problems again. We are now 2.5 seconds up on the time that they want. So let's just keep doing what we're doing. And if you're wondering, Project Cars 2 Career will be back on maybe Sunday night. I'm going to my dad's over the weekend, which means I won't be able to stream, sadly. Unless, like, I bring my mic and I set up and, like, everything. But even then, Wi-Fi is not great there, so probably will have to refrain from streaming on the weekend. But maybe Sunday night I'll be able to get back to it and stream again. And that, actually, we might do the the race for this Friday or Sunday night, and then after that we can go through and continue our Project Cars 2 career mode. I eventually want to do like one day Project Cars 2 and one day F1, but it all depends. It all depends. Because, you know, things happen on the schedule and then things get set back and alright, ease up in the next few minutes. So we want to get the most out of these intermediates that we can. We can finish this like race pace stuff on intermediates, like while the track's still wet, and that'll be good because we can't pit in once this is activated. If we pit in, we end up failing, so we have 4 laps of fuel remaining. That's good. We won't need 4 laps of fuel. If everything goes to plan, we'll have this lap and then the next lap, and that'll get us to perfect, and then we'll go and pit in that, like, the lap after. Oh, I was way too deep into that corner. That wasn't great. Wasn't great at all. There we go. So we've achieved good pace. Alright. Let's see what we can get done. We were almost flat out through that corner. Like, we're absolutely whipping it around a lot of these corners, but it's working, so it is working. Alright, let's push it around here. And up high. And let's sit up here the whole way. Coasted home to a perfect race pace session. Hard on the brakes. Well, not like hard on the brakes, but so we could run 2 more laps, but I'm not going to. Just because, like, I don't want to put too much wear on the car. Because parts are limited. We're only allowed, what, 5 of each part? So we don't want to be pushing these parts too hard, like right at the beginning. I ran into that with like my first ever career mode that like I didn't record or stream on here, where like I was determined to like do 10 laps in each practice and all of that, right? And I ended up getting like 3 races in, and my first of like every single thing was toast. So like I was really stretching it to get where I wanted it at the end of the season. I was like really stretching. Hard on the brakes. Oh, almost crashed it. Or almost went wide there. I don't want to end up in the gravel trap. Oh, too fast into that. Nice. Yeah, let's flash back to like there. I'm gonna slow down nice and early now. That way we don't end up wrecking it again. Because that was definitely unpleasant. Alright, and into the pit box. Reversing it in. Oh. There's our teammate. Let's just put it in. Alright. Let's see what's happening. Okay, so we got a bit more resource points. And right now we're sitting in first overall still, with like the best time over like Vettel and Bottas. But that's gonna fall once like Lewis Hamilton and Verstappen and all that get going. But until then, I think we can just like fast forward. Got Daniel Ricciardo on super softs. A lot of people are going out there on softs now, so I'm gonna follow down to like the bottom of the field, which is okay. Because this is just practice. It's qualifying where it matters. It is qualifying where it matters. It says I've only been streaming for 17 minutes. Like, on YouTube, which I don't believe at all. Yeah, I'm sitting down in, like, last right now. Vettel, Bottas, and Raikkonen. And Hamilton fell down to 4th. 1 second behind Vettel. Alrighty. So that's practices done. All done and dusted. So let's see what happens. Alrighty, we were able to get 73 resource points off of that, which means we're up to 113 again. Alright, let's listen to voicemail. Qualifying 17th or higher and beat Fernando Alonso. Alright, we shall see if we can do that. So we can't do anything R&D wise. And our most interested team is still Sauber. So, yeah. Let's get going, I guess. Let's go to qualifying 1. See what we can do. Hopefully we can make it into qualifying 2. It's gonna suck if we can't. I think it's gonna really suck if we can't, I guess. Guys. Alrighty. Well, guys, I don't think we are gonna adjust anything. We're just gonna head out to track and see what happens. Let's just run with the stock setup and see what we can do. Let's get out here. It's absolutely pouring. There's one guy out in front of us, but that's it. Maybe everybody else is hoping that the rain will just like magically stop. Ah, it's Magnussen in front of us. So we're just sticking our fuel on standard for now to like prevent wear and to try to get this fuel a bit longer. I do want to get around Magnussen before our qualifying session begins. And we were able to get around him. Because the last thing I want is to be stuck behind him the entire way around the track. Right. On to this like back straight. Let's see what we can do. Let's see if we can bring home something within like the top 15. The top 15 would be good. We're gonna go and max it out right now. And let's go and see what we can do. I think a lot of people are wanting to exit the pits right now. There's like 4 of us, 5 of us just on like this little section right here. So good news is I'm quicker than Magnussen at the moment, I'm pretty sure. Like I'm pretty sure we won't qualify last. If we do, then there's going to be problems. Like even right now, we're gaining on Stroll. Pretty sure he's still on his outlap, though, so we can't give him too much trouble. Oh, that corner. I completely butchered that corner. .67 laps left. So it's pretty much like a one-shot qualifying deal. Do one lap, then pit in. Fuel up again, do another. Oh. That's bad, that's not good. And that was with a couple screw-ups too, so. Thank you, Stroll. Thank you, Stroll. Oh! There goes our wing. Shoot. Alright, well. I'll pit in because we don't have any turning left. Go back into the pit box. Simulate through the repairs. Or fast forward through the repairs. And then after that we can see what we can do. We wouldn't have been able to make it around another lap anyways. So, right now we're sitting in 4th though, which is pretty good. Pretty good indeed. There we go. We are now into the pit lane. Alrighty, we are now into the pit box. Let me guess, our teammate's going to be pitting in right behind us, right? Yep. Nice. And there's Alonso. Alrighty. Right. 1 minute 37 worth of repair time. So we'll fast forward a bit. You know what, we'll fast forward a bit more until there's like 4 minutes left. If at 4 minutes we seem to be in risk of getting knocked out. Granted, we're still holding the fastest first and second sector. So I don't think that's happening. Yeah, we would have to fall a while to get knocked out. Alright then. Well, let's just fast forward the rest of the way, and we've made it into Q2. Ooh. People put in last minute laps and we got pushed down to 7th, but Fernando was close to being knocked out. He was in 13th. And Ericsson and Wehrlein, the two Saubers, they are going to be starting in 20th and 19th, with Lance Stroll from Williams starting in 18th, Palmer from Renault starting in 17th, and Magnussen from Haas starting in 16th. The rest is still up for grabs. So let's continue going. Let's see what we can do. Alrighty. Well, still supposed to be raining. Yeah, it's supposed to rain like the whole time, pretty much. So, with that in mind, let's just go to track. Yep, I know the track's wet. I've already been out there once today, buddy. We're exiting behind a Red Bull. First of all, I don't want us going out on max because I want to conserve both fuel and parts. I'm already pushing on max there. I needed to get out in front of him because I don't want to be sitting behind him while I have to do my qualifying. If we do a lap like we did last time, we should be good. We should be like right in there, competing for like, well, we'll make it into Q3, hopefully. If not, then hopefully we at least beat Alonso. I almost knocked my phone off the desk. That almost gave me a heart attack. But seeing that one lap we did... Oh, we ran too wide there. That one lap we did definitely wasn't great. We ran so wide in the final corner. I think it was ridiculous. Alright, Ricardo, what are you doing? Alright, on to Max. And goodbye, Ricardo. Hello, signs. Can I possibly just like scoot past you? Thank you very much for yielding to the people on qualifying laps. Alrighty, let's go out here and get it. Oh, getting sideways through there. Yeah, as of right now, we don't have much grip, which isn't great. Got it, boss. This is going to be another one shot. Ooh, we braked way too early for that. Esteban Ocon with a 157. Me with a 153 too. Even Raikkonen's falling into line behind me, qualifying wise. It would be nice if we could get some like top rated stuff, or like a high starting position right near the beginning of the race. Get out there, possibly even get a lead. But I think, well, that's good for me, isn't it? That Fernando's currently in P5. Right, and time to pit in. There we go. Into the pits we go. And pitting in. Alright, boys, get me out of the rain. Come on, let's go. Chop, chop. Alrighty, we are out of the rain. Alrighty. Session info, timings. Still sitting in first. A good second, like 1.6 seconds ahead of Kimi Räikkönen. I feel pretty confident with this time then. We can speed up to times 30. Lewis Hamilton even brought a time that was slower than mine. I'm going to slow it down for the last 2 minutes. Come on, I'm hoping for Fernando to be knocked out. But nope, doesn't look like he's going to be. So I ended up finishing in first for that qualifying, with Fernando Alonso in 9th. And Nico Hülkenberg will be starting in 15th from Renault. Carlos Sainz from Toro Rosso will be starting in 14th. Haas's Romain Grosjean will be starting in 13th, with Felipe Massa ahead of him from Williams. And then Daniel Kvyat from Toro Rosso will be starting in 11th, with the rest of the positions yet to be determined. So we're guaranteed a top 10 start. Guaranteed. But I don't know how much more we can get. So let's go and drive out. And let's see what we can do. Alright, come on. Get me out. Alright, I'm gonna be the first one out. Ooh, the sun rays there were kind of interesting. Well, and they're still interesting. Seems like the rain's slowly starting to clear. But yes, forgot to turn it down to standard. So we do not want any more wear than we have to have. Our motor generating unit kinetics already at 38%. With our engine close in at a 37%. So we don't want any of that to... Like, if we can finish this race weekend at around 50%. Game, thank you. I don't know what caused that lag spike there. I'm sorry. If you guys saw that. Well, obviously you guys saw that. Like, my whole computer froze up. Which kind of sucked, but not much you can do about it. It doesn't look like it lagged as bad on your side as it did on mine, which is good. Hard on the brakes. Oh, too deep. Going to max it out. And let's go and see what we can do. There's only 10 cars left, so I would love if we didn't finish 10th, if we didn't qualify 10th though. Like, I want to get ahead of Alonso. And right now it shows that I have pace around this track. Like, compared to Alonso, and compared to just about everybody else on the track, I have pace. Which is good. Because if I could start on pole, that would be great. I know that I would lose like a couple of positions straight out of the first corner because, like, especially if it's dry, because my car just doesn't have the power of like the Mercedes and the Ferraris, right, and the Red Bulls. So we would drop a couple positions off the start, but we would be in a good position for the rest of the race. Oh, forgot to brake for that corner. Don't say anything. Let's flash back to about there. And everything's okay. See, look, we made it around that corner, no problem. I definitely didn't crash it the first time. Right, yes. It's like a one-shot qualifying. Come on, let's go. Come on. 153. Not terrible. Not terrible at all. Oh, no. Sorry. Didn't mean to bring that up. Nobody else has even set times yet. Now that either means that the rain's like drying up, and they know that, so they're just gonna sit on it. Or, like, they obviously know something I don't. If I'm like the only one out here. Let's go. Tank is empty, got it. Drove too deep through that corner. Validated lap time exceeded track limits. That's okay. That's okay, boss, because I'm pitting. Now, as long as I don't get a penalty that like sets us back a couple positions, I'm okay. Just like that. Like that. And plug in my tires. Session info. Outlap. There's a couple people going on outlaps and flying laps. We are going to fast forward time a bit. And that bodes well for us. A lot of people are setting times, but none of them are near ours. Oh, Valtteri Bottas just set the fastest second sector. Oh, even he only qualified third, though. And I think that's going to be that. There's Sebastian Vettel and and Fernando Alonso. Yes! Yes! I'm starting pole, baby. Got pole. Got pole for the first time in the soaking wet. 0.10 seconds. 0.107 seconds ahead of Sebastian Vettel. Knocking Hamilton down, Bottas, Raikkonen, with Ocon coming in 10th. The two Force Indias qualified 9th and 10th, with our teammate Fernando Alonso in 8th, followed by the two Red Bulls in 6th and 7th, followed by Scuderia Ferrari, and then the two AMGs, Bottas and Hamilton, and then Vettel, and then me. That shook up the grid a good bit. So let's advance. And, yeah, I think we might have smashed the qualifying goals there. They wanted us to finish 14th or better. Well, we're a lot better than 14th. We're in first at the moment. We are in first. That's amazing. There we go. All these are now coming in. So we're now up to 235 resource points. And in our rivalry, yeah, I got fastest lap. So right now we're drawing. And I'm going into the positives right now, with Ferrari and Sauber both still being the most interested in us. Okay, let's listen to the voicemail. So for the race tomorrow, they are expecting 12th and beat Fernando Alonso. That is fine by me. That is doable. View R&D tree, but we can't do anything on there. Yeah, so a couple of the parts are at like 41% for the motor generator unit kinetic. Our gearbox is sitting over here at 25%. So yeah. we are doing okay, guys. We are doing pretty darn good. So guys, if you enjoyed this stream, don't forget to drop it a like, subscribe, comment if you like, and if you're on Twitch, well then just drop me a follow. That would help a lot too. So guys, that's going to be it. I will see you guys all possibly on Sunday. Goodbye.